I made a video once where people rallied to get me fired. I've always had a thick skin. It's not something that I've developed over time. And am I looking into the camera, or are you? I'm Kat Lazo, and I'm about to tell a story that I've never told before. Here it goes. Who fire? Who wrote that? I work at Me Too, a Latino digital platform, and I've been on YouTube for 5 years. When I was younger, I really wanted to be an actress. I went to a performing arts high school, and that was like the best 4 years of my life. I was the lead role, I was learning Shakespeare, classical theater. I graduated and I started auditioning, and I was hit with the reality of the industry. All they cared about was how well I was gonna fit that stereotypical Latina role, how well I was gonna roll my neck, how well I was gonna do an accent. It took a really bad emotional toll on me. Like audition after audition, it felt like each time was chipping away at my emotional health. I gave up on acting. I no longer wanted to do it. And since then, I've basically been on a mission to figure out how to change the media within. So what does a millennial do when they're in an identity crisis? You create a YouTube channel. I created The Cat Call, a series where I debunk Latino taboos and misconceptions. Right away, I dealt with super sexist and xenophobic and racist comments. Things like, shut up, bitch, spick beaner, or even people commenting that they wanted to rape me. I had so many other friends who encountered this type of hate speech that I wasn't really alarmed, which is pretty sad. The video that sent people over the edge, though, was What's with the X in Latinx? The video basically explains why some people use Latinx instead of Latino. The Spanish language is really gendered, so Latinx is the gender-neutral alternative. The top comment with like over 1,000 likes was one that said something along the lines of, "Me too, fire Kat. We're no longer watching her if she's on the screen. I hate her." My heart started beating a mile a minute. I checked the replies to that comment and they were all similar. People were rallying to get me fired. The likes kept getting higher and higher and higher. I've focused my entire career on addressing identity politics, so hateful comments is something I was really used to. But this was really different, because people were coming for my livelihood. I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at, to call myself a video producer. What if I was fired? What would I tell my parents? Surprisingly, Me Too supported me, and ultimately, we shut them up in the best way possible by continuing the series. And the series has over 12 million views. It's shown in classrooms. I get emails from folks saying how much they've learned. I get private messages from young Latinas on how my videos and my presence on the screen empowers them. What I would tell young women who want to be video producers is to really hone in on what makes them unique. They should have a group of friends, a support system to back them up, because the reality is that we're gonna face online harassment. It's just the truth of it. I've learned that challenging the norms makes people uncomfortable, but change only happens when you're uncomfortable. As long as I'm making videos that challenge people to think critically, I'll always have people rallying against me. But more importantly, there's also gonna be people rallying for me and with me.